Hey, 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 how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, hey, hey. Hello, hello, hello. This is Rosemary, Nonny Night, RNK for short, and this is the Deliberate Live Stream. We're going to be musing today. We're going to be musing, using a few words which you may or may not be able to see. I wish I'd actually copied them now, but they're too long to write out. So I'm going to say them to you. Who am I before I do that? I'm Rosemary Nonny Night. I am the prosperity coach to the spiritual, to the spirit-driven entrepreneurs, creatives who know that they're here to make a difference, to change lives, and they want to create wealth. They want to create a magnificent income that enables them to live out the calling on their life. Okay, so if that's you, then I am the prosperity coach for you. The way to work with me at the moment is at rosemarynonnynight.com/messenger of light, because yes, that is who you are. You are a messenger of light, and you can find out more about that over there. Now, in the meantime, as I said, we're going to be musing today, so there might be a bit more singing than normal, which I'm both looking forward to and slightly nervous of. Let's move this down a little bit. Let's go. So, as I said, I receive your love. And we're actually speaking to the divine. So you might be, because if you listen to the live stream I did yesterday, now, of course, it depends on when you're listening to this. I did one called something about the most important thing of all, and it was love. And because there's the only way to empower your manifestations, the only way to empower the things that you'll bring into life. It's the only way to, especially when you're living to your life's purpose. It's not enough to work harder and harder and harder, because you've already discovered that. If you are someone who has almost put your life's purpose on the shelf somewhere, telling yourself that you cannot do it because you have to be respectable and responsible, well, you're working harder and harder and harder, and you've realized that you hit a limit which you may have settled for, or you might realize that there's more for you, in which case, yeah, this is definitely for you, because the way to empower everything that you're trying to bring to life is to get into the flow, get into tune with the divine, with your source. Now, you may call it a different name. I don't really care, whatever name you call it. When you're really serious about going full out after the life that you know you're born to live, where you are changing lives, where you are serving people you're called to serve, where you are living a prosperous in all areas life, you will realize that the only way for this to really truly work is from a place of connection. Because you can try and force things to happen, they don't generally happen in a good way. You can get some things that way. Absolutely. I was a pharmacist. I got some things that way. I got what some would call success that way. However, it wasn't satisfying to me, because I knew I was born for something more. But I couldn't reach that something more while still being limited by just this physical form. So in order for you to step into the more, the big picture vision, the big picture desires, you're going to have to connect to something bigger than yourself. Call it what you will, but you need that connection. Without that connection, you are literally dead in the water. You're like a battery-operated car that cannot get it, that has run out of juice. So you'll keep doing the same stuff over and over again, but you won't get any further. Okay? So if you're ready and you're really wanting to step into the more, I want you to muse over this. I receive your love. The other part of this is the fact that I was actually asked by the divine to put myself back in a position of receiving love. It's easy to be the one that gives love. Oh, I love this person. I love that person. I want to serve them. I want to give. And we feel, in some ways, it makes us feel useful if we're the one always giving. Sometimes you need to receive. In fact, no. You need to be in a place where you are always receiving, or else you're giving from... I was actually just speaking to my coach. And one of the things I actually even had to realize, I've realized this for a while, but I recognized there was another area of my life where this was playing out, that sometimes what I call love is simply manipulation. Because if it's coming from a place of just, I just really want you to like me. I'm just so attached to you because I really want your good opinion of me. It's not love anymore. And that is what most people call love. It's very attached. We have expectations of other people. Whereas if we actually got connected to source, then suddenly we realize we don't need to be so attached to people in a certain way that isn't helpful to us or to them. Okay? So you need this connection. So being in this place of receiving love, where you're feeling it flowing through you all the time, it's like an energy source. It powers your visions and dreams. It gets you back into alignment with who you're actually supposed to be. You can feel that flow. You feel empowered. You go into the world. You're serving the people you're called to serve from a place of connection rather than from a place of needing them to give you something back in return. Okay? And you'll start to see that when you're coming from this place, it's a more empowered place for the people you serve as well as for you. Okay? Now, you have to experience it. There's going to be part of what I'm saying here that you'll resonate with, but you may not really understand how to make it real for you yet. And there's going to be some of you who have been brought up religious who feel like, oh, I already know how to do this. The question is, because to know and not to do is not to know. Okay? So what I'm asking you to do here is to just muse on these words, maybe even the song. Sing it. I receive your love. I feel your power flow through me now and feel it. I receive your love. I realign to my true design. I receive your love. My visions and desires now come to life because that power brings everything to life. All those things you're dreaming of, it's not enough just to say affirmations. It's not enough just to chant away it's the power that makes it all real. It's the power that brings it all to life. This connection with Source, okay? I receive your love. I am empowered. So we're going to be singing that. I'm going to sing it a few times. And I want you to get into that quiet state and let the words just really minister, I would say, to you. Let them serve you this morning. Well, morning for me. Okay? Here we go. I receive your love. I feel your power flow through me now. I receive your love. I realign to my true design. I receive your love. My visions and desires now come to life. Hello, Pamela. How you doing, my love? That whole song kind of felt like a download yesterday. I was even going to do a live stream around it and just sing at you guys the whole time. But I want you to take it away because I've been listening to it over and over this morning, musing over it, being in that place of receiving, okay? Because as I said earlier, it's so easy to be that one that gives all the time. It is easy for us. We want to give. We long to give. We get that. And sometimes you give because you're hoping that you will be loved in return. That is not so great, but it's still what we do because it's the way we've been taught. It's the way we've been trained. We think it's the only way. But the divine, call it what you will, the divine is calling you to receive love. Because out of that reception, you are empowered to do the things you dream of. Some of you are caught up in feeling fear and self-doubt about living out the call on your life. If you would connect to the love, I'm not going to say you're never going to feel anything, but you'll realize that one of the reasons why you're feeling afraid, one of the big reasons is that you're worried about how you're going to come across to other people. You're doubting yourself. When you're connected to that divine and when you're connected to your source, one, you realize that you're one with your source. Of course, there's nothing to doubt about yourself. Of course, there's nothing to doubt about yourself. You are created good. You have been created amazing. There's nothing to doubt about yourself. You start to really tap into that. And the other side of it is that the love starts to flow through you. The love for your people becomes bigger than the love of your fear. Okay? You don't worry so much anymore what other people have to think or say or care or any of that, or what you think your life was supposed to look like if you're being logical and reasonable, because the love starts to flow through you and you cannot help but overflow doing the thing that because you realign with your true design, you overflow doing the thing that you're actually born to do. If you will allow this love to change you, to change the appearance of your life so that you are living in alignment to your life's purpose, to your true design. Again, as I said earlier, some of this stuff that I'm saying, it will resonate, but you may not completely really get it yet. But just receive love. You are loved. I don't care what is happening in your external world right now. You are incredibly loved. Have you opened up to that? Yes, we are messengers of light. Yes, we are way showers. Yes, we're leaders. Yes, we're called to make a difference, to change lives. But we need to be connected. We need to be connected, or else whatever we're doing is coming from a very limited place. As well as this is how power goes crazy. Because if it turns into something where you're trying to get your needs met, your emotional needs met, by doing the thing that you're born to do. And that demeans your work, diminishes your work, doesn't help the people you want to help in the way you want to help them, because you're trying to get your needs met by doing your work. Instead of getting your needs met already by being connected to your source. And then when you're giving from a pure place. A place of true alignment. You're powered. You're continually empowered. No burnout for you. None of that. All that, because that's another thing that people hold back from. Is the last time I tried to do something, I got burnt out. That's because you were doing it on your own. You thought it was just you working hard. You working hard is never going to be just working hard. I'm not saying we don't do the work. We do the physical work. But just doing that, thinking that that's enough, no, it's not. It's not enough. It's not enough. You can do all the physical things, but if you are going to live to the true design that you're created for, if you're going to live that big vision you have, it's going to be more than you. It's going to be more than just this physical form of you. It's going to be you tapped into source. Okay? You getting that? You getting it? I want you to share this with someone else, okay? But this is it. I'm going to sing this again because I really want you to, take it on. Take it on. I want it bugging your mind. I want you to muse over these words. I want you to, because I put them in the description, but I'm not sure you can see the description right now. But muse over these words. Muse over these words. I call it an R&K musing. Just muse over these words. Let them change you from the inside out. Feel the feelings of receiving love and feeling the power of that love flowing through every part of you. Feel it. Feel your visions and desires come into life. Define your visions and desires. Although that might be a topic for a different day. But feel it. Okay? Here we go. I receive your love. I feel your power flow Be empowered in this moment. Be empowered in this moment, okay? Feel the love flowing through you. Your message is important. What you have to say is important. The message you are called to bring is important. The world needs to hear your voice. Do not diminish it because it's unlike anything you've done before. Do not diminish it because it's unlike anything anyone you know has done before. You are called. That vision, that calling you feel inside of you, there's no mistake about it. I know you may have tried to begin in a small way, or maybe you haven't even started yet. You're caught up in your comfortable, successful life that doesn't feel great. It's time. Now is the time for you to trust the vision within and start moving towards it. I am here to support you as messenger of light, to show you exactly what needs to be done in the physical realm around building a successful business that gives you freedom and fulfillment. I'm also able to show you what needs to happen in the spirit or for the spiritual side of things so that you're connected to source completely, not just trying to do stuff just from this physical form. You've already tried that. It gets you so far, but then no further. But for you to make the impact or have the impact that you're here to have, it's going to go beyond your physical reality. It's going to go beyond just the physical actions that you're taking. So yes, honey, I invite you to enroll right now in Messenger of Light. The link is right there on the screen staring at you. rosemarynonnynight.com/messenger of light. It is time to rise up and take your place. The people you're here to serve need to hear from you. The impact you're here to make, it's now. Until the next time, my loves, share this with someone else. Much amazing love. Bye.